Hey there, fellow salespeople. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Levi the Sales Guy, and this is where I dive into the world of sales, motivation, and everything in between. Today, I have a fantastic topic lined up for you. The top 5 sales books that every salesperson needs to read. I have some real gems to share, so let's jump right in. The first book on the list is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, this book is all about the power of small habits that can lead to big results. It has lots of witty writing and great examples. It uncovers some great secrets behind forming and breaking habits. As salespeople, we all know that consistency is key. I knew a rep named Sarah that shared a great story about her experience. She read Atomic Habits and started implementing what is called the habit stacking technique. She would pair a new, positive habit with an existing one. So every time she grabbed her morning coffee, she also spent 10 minutes visualizing her sales goals and affirming her success. She told me that over time, these small habits became ingrained in her routine. And guess what? These positive mindset habits allowed her to focus better, and it started to uncover more sales opportunities for her. A popular James Clear quote is, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." Wow, that is a truth and a challenge. The Atomic Habits book is an absolute must-read. Moving on to our next book, the number 2 sales book that every salesperson needs to read is called The Flip Side by Flip Flippin. And yes, that is his real name. This one is a real game changer. Flippin shares incredible stories of transformation and shows us how to harness the power of our own mindset. Let me tell you about Mark. He read the book and applied the concept of flipping his mindset. Mark was having the same old ups and downs as usual, but this one month was particularly rough. He was having several more rejections than usual, and he felt his motivation dwindling. But, inspired by Flippin's book, he decided to shift his perspective. He embraced the idea that every no brings him closer to a yes. He turned his rejections into learning opportunities and sought feedback from prospects even when they said no. This new positive outlook and growth mindset propelled him forward, and soon enough, he broke the cycle and secured a major deal. Remember what Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Even Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, shared some wisdom about perspective when he said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." The Flip Side is a great book to broaden your perspective. All right, now it's time for book number 3, Getting Things Done by David Allen. That eternal struggle of staying organized. Well, fear not, because Allen's book provides a practical system for managing your tasks and achieving peak productivity. His systems and ideas were a life changer for me as I moved through my own organizational journey. Let me share a story about how this book made a difference for Lisa. Meet Lisa, a sales professional overwhelmed by her ever-growing to-do list. She was feeling super scattered and stressed, but she began to use Allen's methodology. By implementing the capture, clarify, organize, and review system, she regained control of her workload. We are all Lisa at some point, and learning to lower anxiety is usually the motivation for those that read this book. Professional organizer Barbara Hemphill is quoted as stating, "Clutter is postponed decisions." David Allen himself once said, "Your mind is for having ideas, not holding them." Lisa proved that to herself by externalizing her thoughts. She became more effective and focused. A book that promotes effectiveness and a peaceful mind, Getting Things Done is a need-to-read book. Next up, we have the classic number 4, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book is a treasure trove of timeless advice on building relationships, effective communication, and winning people over. Let's dive into a story about Alex. Alex was a salesperson attending a networking event. His past self would insist on jumping right into sales pitches with every conversation. This time, he decided to follow Carnegie's advice and focus on building genuine connections. During a conversation, Alex listened intently to each potential client's challenges and offered empathetic understanding. He found that this genuine approach created an instant rapport, and later, when the potential client was ready to make a purchasing decision, who do you think they turned to? That's right. They chose Alex because of the trust and connection built through Dale Carnegie's principles. He wasn't forcing or presenting his agenda, and it led to greater long-term success versus previous events. As Carnegie famously said, You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. How to Win Friends and Influence People is a classic that you need to read. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have number 5, Secrets of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar. Ziglar was a true master of sales, and his book is filled with invaluable insights and strategies for closing those deals. Let's talk about John. John had been trying to close a large and challenging deal for months. He was feeling super discouraged, so he revisited Ziglar's book and used a new approach to handling objections. Instead of becoming defensive, John started asking open-ended questions to understand the prospect's concerns deeply. Through active listening and genuine empathy, he turned the objections into opportunities and he sealed the deal. Ziglar once said, "You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want." This is similar to a quote from Theodore Roosevelt, who famously said, "No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care." So be human, care about people, and read Secrets of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 sales books that every salesperson should read. If you want to buy these books, I included links in the description, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep on sharing. Remember, sales is not just about techniques and numbers, it's about connecting with people, developing good habits, and constantly improving yourself. So until next time, keep selling, keep growing, and keep shining.